if you were king of tennis, is there anything you would do or change?
Well, I think I'm going to answer that in two parts because we always think about the professional players. All right. So in the professional area, I would say that I think that a guy like Sinner doesn't need to win like $3 million winning a tournament. I think that that money should be going down to the futures and challengers because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of players that don't have that they are very good players, but they don't have the opportunity to make it on the pro circuit because they don't have the money to travel. There's a lot of I know stories about in Argentina that people were great players. They will all the top players were inviting him to come and play because he was a great player, but he didn't have the money to go on and travel. So I think that area over there, I think it should be, giving more money to the bottom because how long does it take a player to develop and get into the top 100? Maybe when they turn 24, right? 24-year old. So I think that between 19 and 24, that's the time to develop, and that's the time that I think that the players need to get some more money so they can be able to survive. And then the next one that it will be more like in the grassroots is that we always talk about tennis is an expensive sport, okay? But it's expensive in what? For the people who are already playing tournaments and traveling around the country, that they need rackets, they need shoes, they need clothing, they need hotels, food. Yeah, that is expensive because a racket is $200. A tournament is, going to a tournament, you have to pay $150, $160 a night. So that is expensive. But when I go to the grassroots, that we want to have 35 million people playing tennis in 2035, that's where we're going to get the people in the grassroots. And, if you think about it, that's why I was able to give that many rackets out is because a racket costs what, $20 maybe? Retail, $20. you know, they can buy a pair of shoes and go out and play. A can of ball costs $4, and then they can go to a public facility and pay $5 to play tennis. So it's not expensive. But when you start, thinking about okay, we're going to play leagues, not leagues, but when you start playing a higher level, yeah, then it gets a little bit more expensive because you start thinking, okay, well, now I want this pair of shoes that cost $200, and now I want the racket, and then it goes up. Those are the two things that I will try to change a little bit, and I think that the grassroots thing is trying to promote that tennis is not expensive to start it.